Have you ever heard of a story so powerful it could change a king's heart and save a kingdom? This is the tale of Scheherazade and the 1001 Nights. Long ago, in a faraway land, a mighty king named Shahryar ruled. His heart was once full of love, but after a terrible betrayal by his first wife, it turned to stone. Filled with rage and mistrust, he began a cruel practice. Every single day, he would marry a new woman, only to have her executed at sunrise. He was terrified of being hurt again, and his fear spread like a shadow over the entire kingdom. As the land trembled, a young woman named Scheherazade, the daughter of the king's own vizier, decided she could not stand by and watch. She was known not only for her beauty, but for her incredible wisdom and bravery. Against her father's desperate pleas, Scheherazade volunteered to become the king's next bride. She had a plan. A risky one, but it was the only hope to end the king's brutal reign and save the women of her land. On their wedding night, as the moon climbed high in the sky, a heavy silence filled the royal chambers. But instead of fear, Scheherazade offered the king a gift. She began to weave a story, a tale so captivating and magical that the king was instantly mesmerized. She spoke of far-off lands, daring heroes, and mystical creatures. But just as the story reached its most thrilling point, the first rays of dawn appeared. Scheherazade paused and said softly, "My king, the hour is late. If I am still alive, I shall finish this wondrous tale tomorrow night." The king, completely hooked and desperate to know what happened next, was faced with a dilemma. His curiosity won, he spared her life for just one more day. The following night, Scheherazade finished her tale as promised, but immediately began another, even more enchanting than the last. And so it went, night after night. For 1000 nights, she spun incredible stories that filled the king's lonely world with wonder. He heard about Aladdin and his magic lamp, the daring adventures of Sinbad the sailor across the 7 seas, and the cleverness of Ali Baba, who outsmarted 40 thieves. Each story was a thread, and with every thread Scheherazade was weaving a new tapestry in the king's heart. He started to see the world through her eyes, a world filled not with betrayal, but with courage, loyalty, and wonder. He wasn't just listening to stories, he was learning about empathy, wisdom, and the power of a kind spirit. He found himself admiring his wife's intelligence, her courage, and the gentle strength she showed every single night. Finally, after the 1001st night, Scheherazade finished her last story. The king looked at her, but he no longer saw a woman to be feared. He saw a wise, compassionate, and brilliant queen who had healed his wounded soul. He realized that through her stories, she had taught him how to trust and love again. King Shahryar ended his cruel decree forever. He asked Scheherazade to be his true queen, and they ruled together with wisdom and kindness for many years. Her stories, born from a desperate act of courage, became the legendary collection we now know as 1001 Nights, a timeless testament to the power of a good story to change the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into a classic tale. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the world of folklore and legend. See you next time.